Who did this?
The DC lawyers, I know it.
That's one f***ing ugly sweater.
Yeah, it's probably the same guy that got Cavill and that other Batman.
Hello and welcome back to A Stark Contrast, where we discuss the differences and similarities from Marvel Comics to their MCU counterparts. And we are your hosts, Geoffrey
and Dai.
Hello.
And
welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. So, Mini Marvel number 16.
16.
We're here. Holy smoke. 16, by the way, of episodes, 96 episodes, almost 100.
Yes.
Kind of insane.
Yes.
So this is where we talk about the broader Marvel universe and the MCU's hot topics. And so before we get into the good stuff, and I'm sure you have more stuff that I haven't even seen yet, this is, for the record, the last real episode of this season, of this year, if you will. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But before we wrap 2024 up, do you want to take a guess which episodes are on our top 10 for the year?
Oh my God. Oh God.
Yeah.
I have to.
Every year I post the graphics of like what made our top 10. And it surprises me every time.
And you just sent me the Wrapped.
I did.
Oh God.
But that only showed our number one episode, our top episode of the year. Which, for the record, was Gambit. Thank you to the darling, adorable AJ Ocasio for
Gambit,
helping us with that one. Yeah.
Oh my God, Ghost Rider. I was going to say Knight Rider.
Hey, man. Well, of the 2024, you know what? I'm not even sure all these episodes are from this year, but the top 10 episodes of the year are in this order, Jeff. Number 1, Gambit.
Yes.
Number 2, Rogue. Number 3, X-Men 97. So that was our season review.
Yeah.
Number 4, Madame Web.
No.
Yes.
Madame Web?
Madame Web was one of our top 5 episodes. Deadpool, speaking of number 5, was Deadpool. Number 6, Drax. Number 7, Maximum Effort. So that was our Deadpool Wolverine San Diego Comic-Con recap. Number 8, Spider-Man 2099.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, didn't see him coming up. This one, number 9, I didn't see coming up either. Beast.
Ooh.
And then closing off the top 10, another X-Men with Colossus.
Wow, we were X-Men heavy
yes,
this year.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Just like Drax and Madame Web and Spider-Man 2099 are the only ones that are not mutant X-Men adjacent in our top 10. So that's kind of wild.
Yeah, Madame Web is
Madame Web
is surprising to me.
Yeah.
But also, I get it. It was horrendous. So that was a
February.
Fun movie.
Yeah, I mean, and so we'll talk a little bit about that later on down the line. But I wanted to share this comment that we got on Blue Sky. If you're there, we're there, kind of. But I was shocked to find.
That.
I'm sure you. Many
Dude,
people
I'm
haven't.
overwhelmed. I still barely even go through threads.
There's
I'll
too
click
many.
threads. I'll only click threads where I'm like, oh, I haven't clicked this in a while. I'll just click it. I'll do one scroll, and I'm like, this is a lot of information. Okay.
It's a lot. And then you toggle over to X.
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah. I am a TikTok
person.
I'm a doom scroller.
That's forever. That's the infinite loop.
The
For
You
sure.
page is probably the best tailored For You page out of all.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like Instagram really messed up, man.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, unfortunately. But what isn't messed up is this comment that I actually received directly on my account about the podcast, because I mentioned the Gambit bit and how I was thankful for AJ and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And so this person took the time to listen to the episode. I don't know if they're an actual listener all the way through, but I hope they will be soon enough. But this comes from Amy Sheary, MD, on Blue Sky, who wrote, "I'm so grateful to finally find a podcast episode where the hosts don't just bash Gambit and completely misunderstand his background. If they're gonna hate, then you don't do the episode. You did a great summation of his character and why he is fun and a fun and unique X-Men teammate. Thank you."
Oh, that's so sweet.
I was like,
wow. Well, I mean, yeah, that's honestly what we that's what we aim to do with
Right.
no matter what character is. I literally just
Exactly
said
right.
Madam Web was not a great movie.
Yeah.
But you have to like appreciate
Right.
like their background and their story. It's
Right.
not Dakota Johnson's fault the movie's bad.
Right.
It's not.
But in all like honesty, that was so nice. And I wrote back and I said, yes, this is exactly what we aim to do.
Yeah.
Just what you said. I
So
was like, this is
great.
what-
No, yeah.
And so it's so nice to hear that. So thank you, Amy.
I know.
Thank you again for that. That was so great.
Still,
Especially
it's still very like crazy to me that people actually still listen and they're like that's a great
yeah.
like
Yeah,
viewpoint, and
I
I'm
know.
like, yeah, like we don't just
Yeah.
talk that stuff.
We might
sometimes.
not be getting like the views and listens.
Yeah, like, we're
and
not trying to
click-throughs.
like clickbait and be
Yeah.
like Gambit sucks because blah blah blah. And it's like, well,
Exactly. And
he
so-
sucks because this. I'm just kidding.
not in front of the baby. Speaking of my baby here. But yeah, so that was pretty awesome. So thanks
Thank
again.
you, Amy.
And then, not a pop quiz, but a pop quiz. So speaking of the top 10s, so we now
Uh-huh.
have done these top 10s for 4 seasons worth by now.
Uh-huh.
There is only one character that has made 2 lists. Do you want to give a guess of all the episodes, of all 96
Did you
episodes?
just say them, right? Did you just say them?
No,
Oh, you
they're
didn't?
not in the
Oh.
list that I just mentioned. They were in the top 10 for 2022 and 2023.
Oh, we've been doing it
And I
that
was like,
long.
Yes, we have. Well, we started in
Oh,
2021.
Who
so
was it?
there was one character,
Ooh.
and I was very surprised. But they made the top 10 list twice.
It wasn't my girl, right?
Which one is your girl?
The one I met?
No, it wasn't Wanda. But Wanda was number 1 the first year
Yes.
we recorded.
That okay.
Yeah.
Was it the Top Dog RDJ Iron Man?
No, not even Iron
Which
Man.
one? Wow, because they're doing okay. Give me one more guess. Hold on.
It is a female character.
Okay. What year did their movie or I think the year's movie or TV show.
Oh, that's such a giveaway.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah, it's a
Can you give
giveaway.
me a year?
Can I give you
The
phase?
year of huh? Sure.
I mean, it's
Oh yeah,
actually-
face is good. Face is good. Face is good. Face is good.
phase 3.
Okay. Phase 3. We're talking because what was phase 4? That's post 2020. Okay, phase 4 was 2020 COVID. So WandaVision was the start of that.
Which phase is that?
That's phase. Oh wait, are we in phase? We're in phase.
We're in phase 4 right now.
We're in phase 4 right now.
Yes.
Wait, so
You're supposed to know this.
wait, no, phase. So phase 4 was WandaVision, the start of WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So phase 3,
Yes.
the Infinity Saga.
Wait.
They don't love you like I love you.
Okay, just kidding. Phase 4.
See, Die. I know.
Yeah. Phase 4.
Damn.
Sorry.
Okay. So let's go down the list. It's a long list. Okay. No.
It is. Female characters from phase 4.
God, like the first one that came to my mind was She-Hulk
No.
because of how like
We haven't even did we cover everyone?
we did. Wait.
No.
What?
We've covered Hulk. We don't know who we've covered at this point.
Okay, there's Echo. There's Young Flo. Oh, we did cover Flo.
Oh, we did cover She-Hulk. I'm so sorry.
We did cover Flo too.
Yes, we did.
Yelena.
It was Yelena.
Yeah, baby.
So Yelena Belova, our Yelena Belova episode, which was episode 31,
Okay.
ranked top 10 in both the year that she came out, so
Yeah.
2022, as well as 2023, which is mind-blowing to me.
She's a great character.
Incredible.
Played by an amazing person.
Love.
Yes.
Love. Yeah.
Yes.
So that was cool. But yeah, so stay tuned. We're going to post the graphics before the new year. And yeah, and you can see or remind yourself of what happened. And I made a pretty little graphic. I'm kind of jaded because I put like Taylor Kitsch on it because we released it before Channing Tatum. Just for the record, we
That
did
is
it before
true.
Deadpool and
That is
Wolverine.
true.
People cannot hate me for that, but I am tempted to put AJ Lucasio instead.
What about AJ dressed as
That's what I'm
Channing Tatum's
saying.
Gambit.
Well, we have pictures of him as X-Men 97 Gambit.
Oh, okay.
He's
with the eyes and
cosplaying.
everything.
Yeah, he did it.
Because then he also did Channing Tatum's Gambit too.
Did he?
Yeah, I
No,
saw
he
him. I saw
didn't.
him post of the. Well, I mean, it's probably.
Oh, okay.
We'll also like.
Gambit.
Well,
He's
yeah,
Gambit.
the Deadpool Wolverine
Yeah.
costume is based off the X-Men 97, so it's.
Yeah. His is the purple one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, I might put AJ on it, but for now, it has Taylor Kitchen, so stay tuned for that. Hello, James Buchanan. Hi.
Nice.
Oh,
okay.
Hello. You gonna say hi? Yeah, come here. Hi.
All right.
That's Bucky Barnes. He's here. And so before we move on, I wanted to address this pile of stuff as my beautiful Bucky Barnes comes to say hi. Hi. And so aside from this adorable chibi Gambit, X-Men 97 Gambit, I did get the whole set, but I'm only keeping half of them. So he's adorable. I got a few things in the mail. I'm also doing what I call the Great Purge. And so before Christmas, I take all the things that I'm like, I don't feel like selling this. I'm going to donate it to children.
There's so
instead.
much stuff, guys.
There's so much stuff. So I'm separating all these things that I'm like, okay, slowly releasing from the collection. I am the collector.
Yeah.
And so I'm putting it all in a bag and I'm going to go donate it. And so unfortunately for me, being a collector, hey, Bucky, I have also, hi, I also have this problem of bringing things in.
Yeah.
So, hi, buddy.
Same. I have to start saying no to you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start, especially. And so we have referenced this tiny cat-sized book for the Marvel mini heroes for in lieu of my trading cards. And so I know I was
Two more?
I was complaining about how there wasn't a villains book, but there is a villains book. So there's a book of heroes, a book of villains. Oh, Bucky, so nice, and a mini book of X-Men.
Dude, that's how you know there's so much X-Men if there's a book on just X-Men.
Just X-Men. And these are the only 3 books that are tiny, apparently. So I was like, oh, well,
I mean, you got to keep them.
I have to keep them. These are usage
That's
for
pretty
our-
much Bible right there.
It's yeah, pretty much. Podcast Bible. And so those 2 new books came to the collection. Oh, my beautiful boy. And then we got in the brand new Hawkeye Season 1 Blu-ray 4K DVD.
Oh, that's
set.
right. It just released.
Just came out. I haven't opened it yet.
It just released, and she just got engaged.
She just got engaged. Jeff's life
This will
is
be my
ruined.
last episode, guys, of the pod. I will see you at the bottom of the river.
I know. The minute I saw it, I sent it to Jeff, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
Oh, I saw it right away.
You have her on
Side
alert?
tangent. I opened Instagram and I saw the joint post,
Oh,
and I damn near fell to my
I'm
knees.
sure.
I sent it to my friend who me and her are in love with Haley,
oh yeah.
and she hates the Buffalo Bills.
Oh God. Oh no.
And so we were
Yeah.
just like, I'm throwing up. I
thought you were gonna say I'm throwing myself off a cliff.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah.
It should have been. It wouldn't have been me. It
Should
should have
have
been.
been you.
Absolutely
Yeah.
devastated.
So and then the whole Shamik Moore thing. Smiles and Gwen.
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy needs to relax.
I get it though. Beautiful. She's beautiful. Congratulations, Haley. We love you. Jeff.
Whatever,
Jeff,
dude.
Jeff is sad beyond compare. But
I'm not watching the next Hawkeye. I will be fully tuned into the next Hawkeye. I will definitely be watching it.
Yeah. And then not related to Hawkeye, I got a new some ASMR for you. So a new
Open it. I'm just kidding. Open it.
a new slab for my collection. Gamora #1.
Oh, I thought it was Eminem's number one.
M&M's 9.8.
Can you blame me? I was like, oh my God,
No.
M&M's. They have their own Marvel run? That's crazy.
The back of the comic, Jeff. So Gamora #1 from Nicole Perlman
Oh, that
and
looks sick.
Marco Cicchetto, one of my favorite
Can I
runs.
see the cover?
They cut me a deal. They're like $30. It's here. So I was like, all right.
For a 9.8?
A 9.8 of a fantastic run. 5 issues. Yeah. Look, Bucky's even. He's like, whoa, that's a good buy. It's a good buy.
Is
huh?
that an outfit that she had in the
No.
game?
Yes, actually. It is.
The
one of
sword
outfits.
looks familiar.
Yeah, it's the Godslayer.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I got that for a cool 30 bones. Great to add it to my collection at a 9.8. Can't frown at that.
Dai's sitting at least $1 million, guys.
Oh God,
I'm
it's so
just
bad.
kidding. Don't rob her.
Yeah, please don't. And then this pre-order that I forgot I pre-ordered came in.
Wow, must be nice. That she forgot she pre-ordered.
It's the
Jesus.
1/6 scale
Scott!
Cyclops. Scott!
Gene!
Gene!
I can hear it from here.
and yeah, I think it's the limited edition. I can't even remember.
Happy National Cheaters Day, Scott.
I know. Cheating is now legal in New York. Big day for Scott Summers. And so it's new. Obviously, I haven't even taken out the plastic yet.
1/8 scale?
1/6 scale.
1/6. Oh, I can't
Drawn
read.
by Dan Van Seemeyer. And then, it comes with multiple hands and positions. He has a jacket on, jacket off.
Is there a position where he goes, Gene?
Pretty much. He has his mouth open. And he comes with a coffee cup. The coffee cup is what's sold me. Domestication.
Oh, it's funny.
So you could put him like in his jacket and he's like,
Gene!
Gene.
Madeline.
Yeah. So I have Gambit and Cyclops, though.
You gotta have them fighting or arguing over
Who's
Rogue.
Who's more handsomest? Oh, that's Bucky Barnes. Huh? You're the most handsomest. My cat is falling asleep on camera. Oh, so handsome. Yes, you are. And then, so speaking of, Jeff, please don't kill me. You just said, like, don't give me more stuff. And I'm like, well, I found a couple of things I'm going to give you, so I'm sorry.
What?
So the first thing is this replica Daily Bugle
Spider-Man?
of Spider-Man. Get me pictures of Spider-Man. Have you got a Spidey tip? Spider-Maniac's Web of Destruction.
No! I don't want pictures of the parade. I want Spider-Man.
Mysterious MJ. Who is she really? Parker Petition. What you need to know. So,
I saw a tweet the other day. Not other day, but recently. It was like I can't. There was a picture of like whatever Spider-Man, and it was like in his pose, like high up.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, no, someone was just like,
oh yeah.
J. Jonah James is an idiot. How are you asking who's Spider-Man when you're getting pics like this? He's like in the sky, posing.
62 stories up. Perfect focus. Yeah.
Peter Parker's giving you these kinds of photos, and you're not sketched out. That like, oh man,
this kid might get some money this week. So this is from No Way Home. This is a No Way Home.
This is really cool. Where'd you get
and
this?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
And this is extras for the record. So I got this. I must have gotten it at Comic-Con. And so it was for No Way Home. So the entire newspaper is in character, if you will. It's fashioned after No Way Home.
Let's see how really in character. Liberty Mutual, that's real.
That's real. So it's a Liberty Mutual promotion.
Okay, well, damn
and so they did that takeover on the NYC streets. So they had the little pop-ups for the newspapers. And so,
oh, that's right.
Yes. And so I got a couple. Maybe actually I got a couple from some friends because maybe they didn't have it at Comic-Con after all. But yeah, so it's head to toe in character for the film
Spider-Maniac's Web of Destruction.
Well, that's not the only one because I found another one that I had a double of. I'm so sorry, but this is the cool stuff that you might actually want to hang. This is the ones that you're... Yes, and I have, again, I have keeping. Extras. No, these are yours. So this other one is also a Daily Bugle replica, but from
the
Sony
game.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man breaks out the Scorpion.
Speaking of like this epic pose.
Oh,
damn, that Peter Parker's a great
Peter Parker. Parker, where'd you get these?
Parker.
This is amazing. I'll give you $200 for it.
Your video game, JJ.
I'll take that. I'll take podcast JJ. Yeah. I'll take podcast JJ. Yeah.
JJ. And then of course on the back it has the Spider-Man.
So good. Really.
Yeah, and it's also
release the DLC.
I know. It's also dressed in the entire game. So it's about Kingpin and it has his new suit.
That's so sick.
Daily horoscopes.
This is gonna go straight into storage until I find a place to house this.
Yes.
Sam's gonna be like, brother, and I'm like, I know.
If you're gonna frame anything,
This
That's
is good.
what you frame. Like, don't frame the free posters for the films. Frame that stuff.
I'll frame these.
Frame those.
Well, then what do I do with the poster? I have so many posters.
That's
I
the
keep
next-
telling Sam's like, "What are you gonna do?" I was like, "Well, because I have a wall.
Yeah.
Basically, I have a wall in my room that I can just fill up with frames or
Sure,
whatever.
yeah.
And I'm like, I was like, I'll do the posters, and I still haven't. Like,
You got to do it what I did here. Main poster.
yes,
And then smaller
I
stuff.
do have a main poster because my old coworker, before she left, she gifted me the
the
Avengers
Avengers
thing.
one. Yeah,
I just have to
it's great.
reframe it,
Yeah, there you go.
and then I can put everything else.
Scatter it. Spray it. So it's not like
Yeah,
structured. It's like
but
beautiful
I like
chaos.
structure.
I mean,
Structured chaos.
structured chaos is my brand.
Is Spider-Man's middle name.
Yes, it is. And so now we can move on to other stuff. But yeah, so, I'm doing my purge and all the good stuff's coming
And
up.
purging it onto me.
Yeah, purging onto you and other things and selling the other stuff that might sell. But speaking of selling stuff, so the notable news, latest in the Marvel Universe, top notation I have here is the Avengers Reserve is now open at Downtown Disney Anaheim. So I did a video of that.
Oh, that's
And
right.
so it's this new shop. It's all MCU-ish, kind of.
Yeah.
Not entirely, because they have some cool old school 1950s golden age, silver age, modern age
Oh.
merchandise.
Okay.
I would say half you could already get inside the park. So if you go like I go, you're like, oh, that's cool. Now you don't have
Oh,
to
it's
go
like people
inside.
who like aren't who don't get to go
Yes.
inside the park.
Right, because you don't need a ticket to go to the store.
Yeah.
Which is great. And so that's open now. And I just hit the mic, sorry. Did I just apologize to the mic? And then if you
It's
go
staying
in,
in.
I know. If you go in, it's really cool because, yeah, they have life-sized versions of the heroes. And so far from what I...
Like literal, like
yeah, there's
life-
a Captain Marvel that's like floating. She's got her helmet on.
good lord.
And she's like floating in the air. And there's a Spider-Gwen. I lost my mind. I was like,
How much is it?
it's not for sale.
Oh, it's just on display.
only.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Oh yeah. So there's 3 inside, 4 inside. Then there's 4 outside. So outside they have the Hulk. They have
Where in downtown Disney is this?
so
In near the middle?
Din Tai Fung across from Din Tai
Still
Fung.
haven't been to the.
Oh, well, it's at the very
let,
edge
let
of
me
it.
show. Let me show you my points of references that I
Okay.
remember.
Yes,
Where House of Blues is or was
yeah, because they moved it.
that.
Yeah.
And then that middle circle area where the bar.
Ah,
where
okay.
that restaurant bar is.
So further than where the House of Blues was, if you're old school or you remember where Rainforest Cafe was,
yes.
which is now Star Wars, whatever.
What?
Oh yeah, they rebranded it. It's not Rainforest.
They took out Rainforest Cafe.
Yes. So they took out. It's a Star Wars trading post now, and they only utilize the bottom floor. So they just kind of redressed it to look like a bounty hangout,
Got it.
and so it's Star Wars merchandise. Across from that is kind of where Avengers Reserve is.
Got it.
Literally just opened on last Friday. So I was there the first day it
Okay.
opened. And so, yeah, so they have, I keep wanting to say Eric Bana's Hulk. It's not Eric Bana. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. And then, of course, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is up top. Ant-Man and the Wasp are somewhere in there. You have to look really closely to find them. Then inside, Captain Marvel, Spider-Gwen, go Spider. I know, I texted Rico and Robbie separately, and I was like, I damn near had a heart attack because I looked up and I was like, wait, what?
Who is this?
My child? Yes, my daughter is there. And then Rocket Raccoon and Groot.
Wow, that's
baby
so
Groot.
crazy.
It's so cool. And so it's a fun little store. Yeah, definitely worth a shot to go check it and see all the good stuff that's happening there. And yeah, they have good stuff. I got a friend, he already knows, so I'm just going to say it, but I got a friend the Daredevil cowl for Christmas.
Whoa, you got that? Oh,
It's
yeah.
in the garage. Yeah.
Man.
I gotta mail it. But yeah, it's that kind of stuff. They have stuff that's only exclusive to California Adventure, Disney Resort. So
Oh, yeah.
you can't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm so like used to like just being from California,
Yeah.
LA, where I'm just like oh yeah, but then there are people who literally will
Yeah.
see that who live in like the East Coast
Yeah,
or the Midwest or
exactly.
somewhere else, and they're like, oh my god, we have to go to Disneyland to get this,
to get this
or else
thing.
like
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And so they actually, speaking of, they sell these X-Men figures as well. So far, they only have Jubilee and Gambit, but they have like Spider-Man and Venom as well. So all these high-end toys are making their way in there on top of like the pens and pencils and pins and stuff. But they're leaning in to the collector
They
side
make
because
so
they
much
know.
money off merch or
I
just
know.
yeah.
It's so nuts. So they have the Daredevil cowl, and it was so adorable because when I was in there, you can tell the cast members are fresh, and they're like, "Hi, welcome to." It's like their first shift there ever, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hi, welcome to the shop, and if I can help you find anything, let me know." And there's this one guy in particular. He saw me grabbing the cowl, and I had it under my arm. And he's like, "That's a good choice." I was like, "I know." And then, like I walked away, and I was like, "It's not for me." And then he's like, "Yeah, I know. I really want to get it." And every time I was just looping around, just looking at everything. Every time I came near that guy, he's showing it to someone else, and he's like, "Oh, I really want to get it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I really want to get it."
Like, brother, you work
adorable.
here.
I know.
Like,
It's like, you have a fat discount happening right now. Buy yourself
buy it
a
at the end
cowl.
of your shift, man, or just buy it and put it in the bag.
He probably could get it for like $30.
I wonder if there's like a rule though of like, is
No,
there?
there's no rule.
Oh, there's no rule.
They want the money back. Yeah. And then I was going through security. And I was like, "Oh, here we go. I'm going to hear something." And I put it through. And the guy was like, he peeked in it, the security guard. He's like a full-fledged cop. He like peered in, and he was like,
Wait, security when you check
yeah,
out?
like, because I went to dinner and I came back to the main area. And so they
Got
check
it.
your bags. And so when I came back in, he looked in and he's like trying to play cool. And he's like, "You got Iron Man's helmet, huh?" I was like, sir? And he looked again. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my bad." I was like, "Thank you." And he's like, "I appreciate that. I like the show." And I was like, "Good man."
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he knew. He knew it was
knows ball.
Daredevil.
He
And
knows
was
ball.
like, he was like, "I'm glad they brought her back." And I was like, "Who are you talking about?" The range is huge. And so he was like, "Elektra in Deadpool Wolverine." I was like, "Look at you." I was like, "I'm so impressed."
Deep cut right there. That guy knows ball. He was there in 2002.
He was there.
He was there.
That's what I said. I was like, they weren't perfect, but I loved her. So that's all that matters. But yeah, so that store is now open. You can go check it out. They have a ton of cool stuff, including the Daredevil cowl. And then, so now the conversation that's on everybody's minds, Jeff. Marvel Rivals.
I heard
See?
Jeff has been getting murdered in the game, dude. Like,
Murdered, but he's also murdering. Like, he is murdering. There are memes of him everywhere.
I saw a funny tweet about Spider-Man in Rivals. Someone said,
Yeah.
Someone said like, "Oh man, like, oh, I understand these NYC thugs. He is really hard to pin down."
Yeah, he is. And I was talking to my coworker today because I got him into it as well. I was like, "You gonna download this game?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know." Like I had no idea or barely recalled that he is an Overwatch guy and he's a COD guy. And I was like, "Oh, you might like it. I don't play PvPs, but let's try it out." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And he jumped on. And I mean, we haven't played together, but I was like, "All right, hit me with your mains." And he was like, he said the same thing about Iron Man and Spider-Man that I did, and that they're hard to pin down. And like,
so is it
if you're grounded,
is it team against team?
Yes.
And then you just like
6v6.
And then you just Super Smash Bro that thing up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
First.
But he says, according to him, it's not as chaotic as Overwatch in a good way.
Okay.
So it's not like and then you're dead.
People just spamming their powers and everything.
It's actually kind of funny because they are, once again, these Marvel characters that we're so used to. And you have this brother, oh my god, sweet baby angel. And
what
so
is young Jeff?
So there's 3 tiers. For people who don't know about Marvel Rivals yet, download it, it's free. But there are 3 tiers.
Yeah.
The Vanguards, which are like tanks. So Thor,
Sure.
Hulk, Captain America.
Heavy people. Heavy
Magneto,
duty. Okay.
Venom.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if Venom is, but they're tanks. Penny Parker is, because she's got the robot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're slower, but they hit harder. They have higher HP. Then you have the duelists, who are Star-Lord, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Who else? Brain fart.
Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange might be a Vanguard. Oh my gosh. Black Widow.
Okay.
Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Wolverine. Those characters. And so tanks, they do the heavy hitting. Strategists or duelists, you can fight a lot, but you're also playing an actual part of like defending.
Got it.
And then you have the strategist. which is the healers. The beautiful healers, which are Rocket Raccoon, Loki,
Okay.
surprisingly enough, Mantis,
Okay.
and my boy Jeff the Land Shark.
If
And
my
so-
name started with a J, he'd probably be my mascot.
He's adorable. Well, you can just change it. We could change it to your name. But he is adorable. And so have you seen the gameplay?
Only snippets, but not just specifically.
He's so funny. Because like Rocket, because again, they're both like healers, right? And so Rocket has this giant machine gun.
Yeah.
He they all make jokes like in the MCU too, which for the record is amazing. So if you have him in the same lobby before you battle as Bucky,
Yeah.
he's like, "Are you ready to sell that arm yet?" And he's
Oh,
like,
wow.
"No."
It's very meta.
Very meta, but they're comic book based. But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have skins, and so anyway, Rocket has his giant gun, and he shoots at these golden orbs to give people HP, right?
Yeah.
And he throws out tactical like gear that can help shield people and all that good stuff. Then you have this little guy, and Jeff. He can dive in
Yes.
to the floor,
Yeah.
and he can make a tide pool of sorts. He swallows up everybody on the opposition into
Okay.
that tide pool, and you can swim to an edge and spit everybody out off into the void.
Oh my gosh.
And they all die. They come back. You respawn
yeah.
within
Oh,
7
I gotta
seconds.
see this.
But he's like, and then he goes, and then they all just go, and then you just see bing, 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 bing.
That's so
he's
crazy.
like the. I didn't know he would be the GOAT, but now I see why they made. I mean, aside the fact he's adorable, they made
Yeah.
a fan of him because he's like an unsuspecting GOAT.
Yeah.
But people hate him too because he can do that.
He can do that. Yeah.
But he also does the thing where he only spits water. He doesn't really attack
Yeah.
because he's a land shark.
Yeah.
He's this tall.
Yeah.
And so, but he does adorable things, and I love him to death. I've not mastered him yet. I've been in Rocket Raccoon world. I'm like, okay, I like him. I like him and Star-Lord so far.
Okay.
But you really got to play everybody just to get a feel for it, because I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of
I know. It's
melee
a lot.
gamer you are, because people are also loving, and I detest him, Iron Fist, the new Iron Fist.
I've heard.
Lin-Lee.
I saw a meme about like, please help, and then someone's like, Iron Fist is literally like punching me to death. He's like,
Yes, and so like every time, because they know people who use him
yeah,
know that if you're a Rocket Raccoon or you're a Loki or you're a Mantis or a Luna Snow, you're out there to help people with HP. And so all I see is like you get the little red dot that somebody's hitting you, and I'm like, oh no! And then all you see is like Iron Fist.
yeah,
And he
Yeah.
like flies by, and I'm like, and then I come back, and he knows, like, you know, that team is on comms, and he's like, get the Rocket Raccoon, get the Rocket Raccoon. And so I die every time, but it's fun. It's chaotic. I didn't play yesterday. I have not played today. I might play over the weekend, but pretty good. I didn't expect to like it because I'm not a PvP person,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of down because it's Marvel.
yeah.
I'm down. I'm more
I'll see.
invested.
Maybe I'll yeah.
Yeah, you should check it out. I was like, ooh, what if for our 100th we make you play?
We just record.
Or
we just
yeah.
record ourselves playing.
Exactly, or that's part of this video episode. And then we picture in picture your gameplay just for one round, just so you can get the hang of it and see what it looks like.
And I'll
it's
record
fun.
I'll record myself just like
Amazing.
how my
Yeah.
my audio.
I am curious to know who your main would be, though. So
Dude,
yeah,
it's so
pretty
it takes
cool.
so much time to like.
I will say, Wanda,
Is she OP?
pretty good.
She better be.
I see a lot of people MVP with her.
Better be.
Yeah,
That's right.
And they also have a Multiverse of Madness skin.
Ooh.
And so her MVP like victory is her coming out of the
Oh.
and she's like
That's scary.
yeah, and then she does the
That's how they get you. The skins.
they know. Yeah, I'm
Ah.
excited about the skins because had to have that Rocket Raccoon Volume 3. But yeah, great game. Check it out if you haven't yet. Again, GOAT.
It's so funny.
Jeff
the Land Shark.
the Land Shark from
That's
Gwenpool
so
fame.
hilarious.
So if and when they introduce more characters like Gwenpool, I'm sure that they'll do co-ops, because when you have Groot in a waiting room or in general and Rocket is there, you can have Rocket jump on his shoulder. And then Groot can do the thing. But this little guy will jump on Groot's shoulder too.
Nice.
So I was like, okay. Yeah, and so they have all these triple, like if you have certain people in the squad,
yeah.
they can do certain things. Adam Warlock is also a healer, for the record. So he's in there too.
Jeez.
Yeah, but no Gamora and no Drax. I was like,
Maybe they'll add them at some point.
yeah. But I do hear, per the rumors on Twitter, that the Fantastic Four are dropping next. So we'll see. People are hacking into the game just to find like the loading stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
So they found Johnny Storm, Mr. Fantastic, and Thing so far. Nobody's found Sue, and I'm like, well, because she's invisible.
Not wrong.
So we'll see. We'll see when they add them, and then same with the X-Men and Deadpool and more of the other, classic characters. But we'll see. It'll be fun. Can't wait. I will actually stay pretty jumped in. I'm level 13 as of this recording. So December 10th, I am level 13. We'll see where I am in a couple of days or so.
Yeah.
So, speaking of stuff on Twitter, have you seen all these crazy casting rumors for not Endgame, but for I wrote Endgame here for Doomsday?
Yeah.
What
I
gives?
have.
What is?
I don't
Are they
know.
all fake?
I don't know. Some of them might be legit, but also it's also like damn. Remember when we used to like not know anything?
Oh God, I relish.
And
these
it's like
days.
now I have to I might have to have that idea in my head of
Right.
like it's a possibility.
Well, it ruins everything because when I saw that Chris Evans was rejoining as
Yeah.
Cap, I was like, I don't know how to feel actually. I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of cool, but also like, I don't.
Same thing with
know.
RDJ.
Right.
So it's like
Now I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about any of it.
yeah, and obviously we'll never know like in what capacity.
Sure.
But it's also just like
Yeah.
I wish we just
Yeah.
didn't know.
I agreed. I know. I'm kind of like hoping it's just some fake fad because
I just hope I forget about it by the time it ever even
I
comes.
know.
It's just like
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm like, oh my God.
Well, speaking of like not knowing stuff, so I finally watched The Assembled for both Agatha All Along as well as Deadpool and
Yeah.
Wolverine. And Sean Levy said something great in that, when they were talking about the set design, like you had mentioned in our other episode, that the reason why they created that full street set of Wade's wherever
Wade's
Wade
world,
lives,
yeah.
is not only because, well, he doesn't exactly live in San Francisco or New York or even in this
Yeah.
version of the planet, but also that they had so much spoilery stuff that they had to keep it concealed.
Same
So,
thing
like,
with
Deadpool
the Chris Evans
right,
like
the
cameo too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, more people just need to not film in the public view then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, if that's what it takes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Doomsday is like what 2026 apparently.
2026.
So it's like
I know. I don't know.
honestly,
what to
like for what it's worth, I thought that was like 3 years from now. It is pretty much
literally
almost a little over a year.
Jeffrey.
Stop.
Jeffrey.
She said thank you.
Jeffrey.
I just have that.
Yeah.
Side note: Sam came over to my house and like my
Yeah.
room's pretty settled in. And,
Sure.
back whatever.
Yeah.
And my desk is like, and then I just have on the side is literally just the photo of me and Elizabeth just there, like no frame, no.
Yeah.
It's just on. She was like, she's gonna leave this here. I was like, you're not gonna like. Oh, I'm not gonna just store it under storage.
You need to buy a frame for that.
I do need to buy a frame. And it'll be the only thing on my desk. Just I'll frame it and then I'll hang it on the
You know
wall.
what we can do if you just want to make it very subtle, like we'll print it out on a Polaroid and crop it in like you just like took it with her, and then just have it pin it to your mirror or something, and we're like, yeah,
It's just
it's me and my lady.
like it's literally just on my desk. Like you just look to my left. I'm like it's just like
yeah, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's only technically a year and a half away, if even that. Like a year and 10 months at most.
Which means they have to start filming like summer of next year or mid next year.
Well, right, because Spider-Man is
Because also
filming
Spider-Man
next summer
4.
for 2026.
We got a
Yeah.
lot of things.
I don't know if these rumors are just for rumor fun.
It's
'Cause
just people just wanting to
all
like
this, they just want the engagement money from Twitter, I guess.
yeah, and
It's so
just-
ridiculous.
And then people will just complain. Also, it's like gives people a reason to complain. Be like, oh, MCU fell off, and like, cool. If it did, it's
I know.
your opinion.
In your world.
I'm still gonna watch
Still
it.
enjoying it. Just
Yeah,
saying.
like life is so much better when you just
Yeah,
give things a chance.
I agree. And that's why we do the show.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping that this is all just fodder and none of it's substantial, and we can just wait for Captain America to come out and enjoy the heck out of it.
Yeah.
But before Captain America comes out, I finally watched Venom Last Dance last night.
Oh, you watched it last night?
I did. What is that movie?
I haven't even watched the movie.
Look.
How was it?
Look.
Was it just Venom everything?
Look. It was again, it was very strange. Also, the casting wise, because I'll be honest, the Venom franchise is not my favorite franchise at all. Like, I liked the first one a lot.
I think Tom Hardy does a good job, though.
I think Tom Hardy is fantastic. I would like to see him come back as Eddie Brock into the proper MCU. I like the treatment of Venom itself and all that good stuff. I think Sony is not quite...
It's pretty much the bulk of our of our opinion.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like, yeah, well, it could have been better. And it probably should have been better. Did not like the second one. I wanted to like it. I wanted to believe in Carnage.
You didn't like Let There Be Carnage?
It was so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
compared
the
to what it
best.
could have been. But anyway, number 3. So what I said to my coworker today was that I was like, number 1, pretty solid. Chaotic, solid. Number 2, big ol' mess. Could have been better. Acting was terrible.
Okay.
But number 3, great acting. Terrible storyline.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, what is what? There's nothing happening.
What was the storyline?
Half the story is just Eddie and Venom being Eddie and Venom.
Hell yeah.
But not even like fun. Like they're just on a road trip.
Hell yeah.
They find a family.
Eddie.
And then like it was just it seemed a little non-eventful. Not that it had to be eventful the full run, but it was just kind of like I would at times be like, wait, where are they?
Sure.
Why are they doing this?
Sure.
Why are they in Vegas? What is happening?
Sounds like it.
But
yeah.
in a weird and so anyway, the cast included Chiwetel Ejiofor. Speaking of Mordo,
yeah.
and then Rise Ifans, the lizard from Amazing Spider-Man, was in it, just as another character, as was Chiwetel, and then Juno Temple, who's always great. But I was like, there are 2 people from Ted Lasso in this movie. and then there, like you said, symbiote over symbiote over symbiote, and Null is trying. We've talked about him in our Venom episode. So he's like the king of all, the planet people, the Venom people. And so they're essentially trying to come to Earth and retrieve the Venom symbiote. And he said symbiote's weird, not quite like Jenny Slate. She like got ripped for that, by the way. In the first film,
say it?
She said like symbiotes.
Oh, okay.
Or symbiotes or something. And so in this one, Null says symbiotes. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Nobody has a universal way of saying it. I say symbiote.
Symbiote.
But anyway, it could have been more. All I'm saying. It was halfway through and I was like, this is a really slow movie.
Yeah.
And then they throw a bunch of Venom at you. A lot of Venom. Venom horse, Venom frog, Venom rabbit. All these, not rabbit, but
I'll be like,
Venom
wow.
fish, Venom turtle. Like there's a whole bunch of Venom. Like he just keeps jumping. And then there's a big battle where all the Venoms come together. And they all assume hosts. And they're different colors and they have different powers, and they get eaten by these things that look like the Brood aliens, but they're called xenophasers or something. I can't remember. It's very interesting. It's definitely worth a watch because of Tom Hardy. Come here, Rocket Raccoon. Don't go near the camera.
Rocket's about to knock our camera setup down.
We have an actual setup right now. Don't come here, buddy. But yeah, it wasn't messy. It was just a little less than I expected. A little weird.
Yeah.
But still, it's Sony, at the end of the day. And so not bad.
I mean,
very proud it's nearly made $475 million on a $120 million budget.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good for them. But imagine if it were an MCU movie, it would be like actually great.
Yeah, Sony. That's been the grunt of our complaints.
Oh, which, for the record, okay. Well, first, will you see it? Will you watch it?
What
do you think? Have you seen the second one?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I have.
You got to finish the
I
trio.
know.
You got to just finish it. Do it.
It has. I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way. You know.
Yeah.
Like if it's on streaming. What's it streaming on?
Well, you have to pre-order it and stuff. Otherwise, it's not technically streaming yet.
Don't know. I want to spend money on it.
Yeah, you might have to wait. You might have to wait till it hits Amazon
look,
Prime.
for what it's worth,
or Max.
I haven't even seen Wicked in
I have
theaters
not
yet.
seen Wicked yet. Yeah.
I'm horrible when it comes to going to theaters.
know,
It's been
same.
crazy.
Yeah.
But
And Wicked is in game part 2 because you have to wait. It's 3 hours long. So, and it's
Yeah.
part 1 of.
so it was a
2
lot.
movies.
It's a lot.
I'll get there eventually, but with Venom, I know it's. You might as well just wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
But you know what? What else is coming out, Jeff?
Nope.
Craven the Hunter.
I saw on YouTube. I got you recommended on YouTube the first 8 minutes.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I was
either.
like, maybe I'm gonna wait. I think I'm gonna
I
wait
was
and
just
actually
like,
watch
I was
the
like,
entire
do
film.
I want to like?
Did you do it?
No,
Oh.
not yet. I could.
You could.
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to either.
Look, Sony.
Well, that's what I was gonna say on my notes. I was seeing reports now that Kraven the Hunter is the last of the Sony Spider-Man universe. I don't know if that's true.
Of the spin-off
the
universe.
spin-off. Okay, see that makes sense, which is probably for the best.
Yeah,
Let's
because they're
be
realizing
honest.
it's not making themselves a lot of money.
It's not, and especially if Venom. Well, because there's this whole thing about breakdown that like Kraven the Hunter is already in less theaters than Venom was. It's like 4,000 for Venom opening weekend. Kraven is 3,000 already, and so the demand is not there.
And it's just like with the track. My thing is
Radioactive lion
like,
blood.
like my thing is the track record of Sony.
Madame Web
Like, why was your mom in the Amazon hunting spiders?
before she died.
Like, why did Morbius go to the jungle?
It's Morbin time. Intriguing. I love you, Jared. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's a lot.
Like, if you think about it, the best thing that Sony has released
Yes.
in the last decade.
That's a dramatic pause. I don't know if that was
because I'm trying to remember
on
I'm trying
purpose.
to remember the years because Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out 2014. So I was gonna say
Yeah.
the decade, but it was like
Yeah.
like it wasn't critically acclaimed, but we love Andrew S. Spider-Man. So
Hubby.
in the last 10 years,
Yeah.
there has not been one good Sony product
No.
unless it's
Sony Pictures.
unless it's the Sony Animation though.
Sony Animation's killing it, but also this timeline
But
is
because
killing them.
but Sony Animation did so well.
Yeah.
That Sony Pictures thought like, oh, we can make a good Spider-Man film.
No.
And
The liberties are so different.
and
They're so
there has not
different.
been a good
Yeah.
Sony Spider-Man branched film
No.
in
Games killing it. Animation killing it. Film?
and
I've
I
not killed
just
it for
don't
ages.
know why and and I just don't get it but it's like it doesn't even make
I know.
that much money either.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, especially like again, like let's say Kraven had 110 budget.
Venom has been their most successful
Exactly.
franchise.
And
And is the only one that is a
Because-
franchise.
because of Tom Hardy.
I agree.
It's because of Tom Hardy.
I agree.
If that wasn't Tom Hardy, I promise you that would not have flown for 3
Topher Grace.
films.
I love Topher though as Venom.
I'm just gonna breathe into the mic.
God, I want to kill Peter Parker.
Problematic, but also comic book accurate. So it's kind of like actually.
I want to kill.
But
Peter
my
Parker.
favorite thing about Topher Grace was like dead ass when they were like, so what drew you to this movie? And he was like, yeah, I don't know. I just auditioned and I got it. I was like, and I don't think he was aware of what he was auditioning for. He just read slates and he was like, boom, you're Eddie Brock of the Spider-Man family. He's like,
Sick.
okay. Yeah.
I want to kill Peter Parker.
Kill Peter Parker.
But yeah, I agree. Tom Hardy is probably like the.
Oh, he's the whole front runner for that. So, I mean, in a weird and twisted way, I do kind of hope that if they end up introducing Venom into the MCU, it is actually Tom Hardy, because I think he would kill it. Will he still want to do it after 3 movies? I don't know. But if he could do one film with MCU and Tom Holland and that crew, whew, I bet you it'd be better than all 3 Venom movies put together. No doubt. But yeah, so Kraven the Hunter, as of this episode dropping, is in theaters now.
No.
We'll see.
Oh, it is.
Yes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They're marketing quite. Jeff is hitting his head with his forehead with the microphone, if you can hear that on audio. They have rolled out the marketing dollars for this film. Strangely enough. Not to huge blown out proportions, but they have like an installation activation in LA where it's Kraven's like...
Do you get to get bit by a lion?
No, radioactive lion. No, it's like a training camp. Like it's impossible for anybody without muscles. You know, like if you
so
look at
I shouldn't go.
you're like
not going.
Red Guard.
Tonight we hunt. Sorry.
I'm like, oh, bless
I don't
them.
even know
Bless them
what's
so
the
hard.
wait. What's their ethnicity? Like, what's Kraven's like? What's
He's from. Why am I forgetting? Oh my gosh! Now I hate this.
Tonight we hunt. I feel like I sound like if Red Guardians sound put together.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Like, that's what I sound
exactly.
like.
Yeah.
You are the next.
Yes,
in line.
it is Russian. He is Russian.
You are the next in line, my son.
Nikolaevich Kravinov. We've talked about this before. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, we have. we did preface
it,
but we were doing horrible.
Well,
Russian.
funny enough, we're actually going to talk about him the first of the 2025 episodes.
That's
so.
true.
And so that means I'll have to have watched the film at least.
One of us has to.
We
One
should
of us
definitely
has
watch
to.
it. Yeah, I'm so morbidly curious. Morbidly
Did you say
curious.
morbiously curious? Sorry.
Jared. Yeah, so I am not sure what to expect, but we'll see if their marketing pays off.
If
And
Dakota Johnson...
Aaron Taylor Johnson is working his little tight butt off.
If Dakota Johnson makes a cameo... What if this is the last movie where we just see everybody? I've come to fall.
It's like No Way Home and what was it? The Flash put together where they're just like one last hurrah for all of our...
You just hear off screen like, I saw in a vision.
Oh my god! But can you imagine?
God. And then you just hear Hunter. just Venom.
Venom.
And Eddie Brock is like
because
what do we
because I know, because spoiler alert for Venom dies. So yeah, Eddie's fine. Venom dies, but he's not really dead. Obviously, he's not dead.
A symbiote can't really die.
No, he's still around, and so that would be kind of hilarious.
And
I could see that actually happening.
Michael Keaton.
Oh my god. What another film where he has no idea what he's doing or why he's there? Spider-Man.
What up, Doc?
Yeah, exactly.
What up,
Geared.
Doc?
Yeah, so we could possibly see a reunion or final hurrah. If that is in fact true.
I doubt it, man.
That it's the final of the branch off films.
For now.
Which means you're
because
Sydney
Sony has to
Sweeney.
make their money back with a Spider-Man 4.
Yeah, no, exactly. Oh my god. So I just hope that this is where they finally pump the brakes and they realize, you know what? We're just going to let Marvel do it and then we still produce it or whatever. And
Pump
we
the
make...
hate brake, Thanos.
Yeah. And they can still make money. They can give it back and still make money.
You know, they can make other movies.
They can exactly. What else have they done?
You know, you don't have to dig into the archives where it's like,
yeah,
what character can we use?
Right. No.
Just make original
make
movies.
Yeah.
Or get some IP or reboot an IP that you know will succeed.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know what's under Sony Pictures.
I'm looking at their 2024 list right now. Do you want to go through this really quick?
Sure.
The Book of Clarence, Madame Web, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, because they re-released them for more money.
Oh, that's
Amazing
right.
Spider-Man. So this is part of their 2024 roster. Tarot, I watched that. That was
Tarot?
Yeah, it was fine. It was like a
Okay.
B, C-list horror film. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Homecoming, the Garfield movie, Chris Pratt,
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, re-releases. So half this list is re-releases.
That's hilarious.
Bad Boys, Ride or Die.
Oh, that's
Fly
right.
Me to the Moon with Channing Tatum and Scarlett
That's
Johansson.
right.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Banger.
We all know where that went.
Banger.
It Ends With Us. Blake Lively.
That's right.
Between the Temples, no idea.
Damn, they're just a controversial studio. That's
Right.
crazy.
I'm just realizing this right now. Afraid, not heard of that one either.
Oh yeah.
Wolves, haven't heard of that one either.
Oh, Wolves.
Wolves, not wolves, but wolves.
Wolves. I think that's the one with George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Released
it is.
on Apple
Yeah,
TV.
I think, yeah, it says Apple Original Films. Saturday Night, Venom: The Last Dance, Here, and Kraven the Hunter. So more than half that list is Spider-Man.
And re-release Spider-Man.
90% of that half of that list are re-releases. So they only produced like 10 films this year.
Yeah, they gotta go back to the drawing board, in my honest opinion.
You know, the Disney folks are like, so how much are you gonna?
Amy's not gonna let it happen, dude.
No, never. She'll buy it
She'll
herself.
never cave.
Yeah, no.
She'll never cave.
Yeah,
because she
so-
knows that's the right move to do.
Oh, I know.
but
Stubborn
it'll
woman.
never happen.
She'll throw a sandwich at your
Not if
head
Avi's
before that
there
happens.
still.
Oh yeah, no. Avi's crazy. Shout out Avi, miss you. I gotta post that picture of me and Avi.
Sell the team. I'm just kidding.
I know, he needs to sell the team.
I'll sell you.
Ah!
Sell Sony.
It might be the only way we get a good Spider-Man movie. I'm begging you,
Boom.
please.
Roasted.
Yeah. So,
You looking for this?
So we'll see. I mean, that's it. If this is it with Kraven, then we'll see what happens next. Because we all know Spider-Verse is in limbo. So the only projects that they're currently actively pursuing as far as Spider-Man universe are concerned is Spider-Man 4, quote
Yeah.
unquote, Spider-Man Noir with Nicolas Cage.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
And then Spider-Verse 3.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
We
you know?
will see.
We'll see. But yeah. So all that said, if there's nothing, is there anything else you want to chat
That's
about?
all I've seen in this last month of the year.
But we're gonna get you in some Rivals. Promise you that.
I'll download it for sure.
Yeah. So with all that said, yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Woo!
So next up, again, end of the year and the season is here. So join us in 2 weeks
Yep.
as Jeff compiles some of our best moments for Marvel Mashup 2024. And thank you for another great season. And we'll see you back here in the new year with a fresh slate of characters to talk about, starting with Kraven the Hunter.
Yes.
I said that like Nadia from What We Do in the Shadows.
Kraven the Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah, Kraven the Hunter. And as always, tell us who you want to hear about in 2025. So we do have a few. We have like Thanos that we haven't done.
Which is
We ha-
crazy.
It's kind of insane. We have to do more villains, I feel.
Yeah.
Because we've even already done, not that he's a villain per se. We've already done Magneto. Like we gotta do.
It's true, yeah.
We gotta go back a
I guess
little
we can
bit. We've
do
done Ultron.
I guess
you
we
know
can
what I
do
mean?
we can do villains that we haven't seen in a while.
Yes, definitely
Yeah.
them. So hit us up with what characters you'd like to hear about. And then as well as what you think we should do for our 100th episode, which will be in February.
Yeah.
So that's coming up real quick.
Real quick.
So send us your ideas, shout out on me in DMs or @ or whatever, or our accounts. And a special rundown for our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for a great year of backing us. This is the same roster. We say it over and over again, but thank you so much, especially to our We Are Groot salute troop. Laura, Katie, Andrew, Ariel, Sherry, Tyler, Joe, Liz, Melanie, Edgar, Nats, Andrea, Chris, Ed, Ashley, Jenny, and Robin.
Yeah.
You too can support the show for just $1 a month if you so desire. Be sure to follow us on social, STRKCNTRST. And if you like what you hear, review, rate, and subscribe.
Once again, thanks for listening and watching.
And watching.
We will catch y'all in the next one.
See you later.
Bye.
Maybe it's time that we called in some help.